Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you another video of repotting another phalaenopsis orchid that has been growing in just bark. So if they've been growing in bark, it's better to repot it in bark if the orchid is already used to that. But if you look at it, this bark is completely deteriorated, so the roots have all become like kind of mushy. And I got this from the store, or it was on sale, and I don't know what this is, but if you look at it, this particular root over here is got some kind of a red stuff on it. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's got red on it, and I don't know if that's something that's fell on it. I'm not sure. So, oh, this media is completely. Oh, I think they just. I don't know. It's just. Oh, but it's still got its little plug thing in there. That's what they use when they're seedlings. So they're not seedlings anymore. So I'm gonna take it all out, throw it out, clean it. Oh, so there was like a seedling. So they just put in a bigger pot and they just threw some media around it. Gonna clean it all up, wash it off. But the media came out really fast. So it was like, oh, it was just must have been just planted into that just for sales purpose or whatever. So I'm gonna wash it off. I have a pot of water here. Get all the dirt and everything off. You can get a better idea. So I have my mix sitting on the side. This old mix, I'm gonna just throw it out. If there's any of these little ones spark stuck, and then if you cannot get it out completely, it's okay. But use a sterilized scissors, cut off all the old dead roots. Sometimes phalaenopsis has a habit, like it'll look like it's dead over here, but then the tip might still be green. If you see anything like that, just leave it, especially if you do not have enough root growth. So cut out all the mushy, dried roots. It doesn't do anything for the plant other than if you need support for the plant, that's about it. But if you have a lot of roots, then you don't need it. Cut them all out. They will put out new roots, so it's not a problem, shouldn't be a problem. If you feel the roots and if they are mushy, just cut it, but if you're not sure, then let it be. Clean it all up. At the end, I'm just gonna cut this red root out because I'm not sure what it is, what's built in there, what's going on. And while you're repotting the plant, might as well cut out all the old sheets and make sure that there's no insects or anything in there. So this looks flat, plumb, like very firm, but I don't know, it's just like, it's just, I don't know, it's just sticking to my hand. So, and this is the other thing I was talking about. See, if you look over here, it looks like it's all broken, but the root itself is nice and healthy, so I'm just gonna leave that as it is. And as usual, I'm gonna spray hydrogen peroxide. See how it's forming this white foamy like thing? That's the hydrogen peroxide doing its work. It's what it's supposed to do. So you see white all over the roots. That's from the hydrogen peroxide after it's sprayed. So let it do its stuff. I'm gonna empty out this old media, wash the, there's nothing wrong, there's no infection, I mean no bugs or anything in here. So I'm just gonna wash the plant off. It's supposed to clean it better, but right now because I'm taping, I do not have paper. I'm sorry, I didn't do a good job. So I should have put peanuts too at the bottom, but I don't have it. It's okay. Just fill in the big parts at the bottom so it won't clog up the drainage holes that much. And it won't let the little bark go through it. Now the reason I put some charcoal in here, because charcoal helps in drainage, and also it absorbs any impurities, and I like to use it, so just got that from Amazon. My husband, we buy a lot of stuff from Amazon, so I just got the whole shipment of sphagnum moss and charcoal, and so I couldn't wait to do the transplant. So this has been sitting aside for a while. It's still got some, if you see it's still got some white stuff forming around. So, and also where I cut that root out, it's also forming really a lot over there. So ideally I would like to let it sit for a little while, but because today I'm videotaping, I'm just gonna start. And this sphagnum moss helps retain a lot of moisture, so if you're very bad at watering and you tend to forget, this sphagnum moss will help. So mix it in well with the bark. Now this pot is perfect because as long as the roots fit in there and it's snug in there, then you could use the same pot as long as this plant is cut, no problem. So now if it doesn't fit in there, you don't have to wriggle it in, just do like a little circle and make sure the roots all go in, so they form like a little circle in there. And I'm gonna leave it at about that height, and I'm going to start filling it in. Do not leave any gaps in between the roots. They do not like to have any air gaps. Use whatever you have, use your hand or a twig or whatever you have to just make sure the media goes in all the way around the roots, and that there's no air pockets in there. Fill in some sphagnum moss, fill in some bark. Make sure you can either tap it like this or hammer it, tap the pot down like that, whatever works for you. Now you can see this one has green roots. That means it's been exposed, because it's been growing in a clear pot. It got light, and once the roots are exposed to light, they can photosynthesize, and just like the leaves. But if it's not exposed to light, if it's in a darker pot, then the roots will usually be white. And that's nothing to worry about. It's just because it didn't get any light, it photosynthesizes normal. So just fill in all around. Make sure this is good because you can see as that all the bark is going in. You can even use the back of an scissors to hammer it in, or not the sharp end, just because you don't want to break the roots. Just something that will help push it in. Phalaenopsis like a lot of moisture, kind of, so because it's got thick roots, and I like to put a little extra sphagnum moss in there because that's just me. That's my preference. So like they're all in there. I take a stake, and you can always push the media in, because I can see what I'm doing, because it's a clear pot. I'm not hitting the roots. I'm just pushing the media in to prevent any it's pulling the media out. Whatever you do, make sure the base of the plant is always not buried under the media, but orchids put out roots on the side over here, so as they grow in, they should start putting out roots in between, and also spike too in between there. So do not tuck the top with some extra sphagnum moss, just to have any water it'll stay moist. And if the sphagnum moss turns dry, then you can kind of gauge the watering for the orchid. If it's too dry and if it feels crunchy, then you can just water it. Then so here's another repotting orchid from I was growing in pure bark. I just repotted it in another bark media, so this shouldn't have a problem because it's already acclimatized to the bark. So now I just water it in. I do not have labels for this one because this was a rescue plant from one of the grocery stores, and when you get plants like that, they usually the labels are lost. They do not, nobody knows what the plant is, so I'm not gonna complain because I got for $5 this plant, so it's a big plant. So I usually don't buy phalaenopsis that much because they're over here it's like $19–20 a pot, and I do not buy it. But when I do see it on reduced for a quick sale, then I grab it. So this is one of those deals. And for some reason, I do like to rescue plants, and I like to see them putting out new growth, and that's just me. I like to watch the roots grow. It gives me as much excitement seeing a root grow as it is to see them producing flowers. And when you buy a phalaenopsis, when you go, don't just look at the flower and say, oh, the flower is pretty, and buy it. Look for the leaf. This is firm. It's not wimpy. That's another good sign that the plant is a good, healthy one. So you wouldn't have any problem when you buy it and bring it home, and it'll easily be able to grow for you. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.